Sorry. Good afternoon, guys. I'm audible?
Good
Good
afternoon.
afternoon, sir.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So now let's start discussion about that. First, we will understand what is the TypeScript, right? What is the TypeScript? So, and what is the feature of TypeScript? So, shall we start our session now, friends? Come on, please respond, everybody.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, so now let's begin our session now, friends. Okay, let's start it our session now. So, before starting our TypeScript, so first we need to understand the feature of what? TypeScript. Feature of what? TypeScript. We will understand what is the feature of TypeScript. But before doing these things, what we need to do now? Before that, we need to set the environment to work with the TypeScript or not. Come on, friends. Before that, before knowing these things, what we need to do now? First, what we need to do now? We need to set the environment of what? TypeScript. Then we can what? Work in the TypeScript now. Okay, come on. So first step, let's set first what is that? Environment setup. Let's do the environment setup now. Okay, so setup environment to work with what is that? TypeScript. Don't worry, guys, each and everything we will learn in the TypeScript. Nothing I will escape, right? Nothing I will escape now. So first step, what we will do it now, friends? First step we need what? First step we need what is that? Install Node.js. Node.js. Why we need Node.js now, friends? So we are installing Node.js for what is that? Package manager. For package manager, we are installing Node.js. Node.js for what is that? Package manager. Package manager. What is the package manager now, friends? Just assume that, like, whenever we are working, some support things we need or not, guys. Come on, some support things to install in our local, right? So then we can work it like so. Just we can say that web developer can use various packages manager manager. What are those now? What are those like npm package manager, npm 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 yarn yarn ruby games, grunt grunt grovel grovel etc. Different packages managers people are using, right? etc, right? But here we will use what is that, which package manager we will use now? npm package manager, right? npm package manager. So package manager is what is that now, friends? Software tools used to install and copy library into our project from external server, guys. Okay, just I'm opening what is that, let's open Chrome. I'm opening Chrome now. So simply whenever we are working, here, what I'm doing now, get bootstrap, which is the bootstrap official website, right? So I'm just opening now. If we need to use this library, then what we need to do now? Explicitly, first we need to download it. First we need to download this library and then we can use it, right? Then we can use it. But the thing is, npm by taking the npm package manager, what we can do it now, we can install it. Just copy this one, and if we run this command, then what will happen now? This bootstrap is running in different server, and here we are developing our project now. So this project need what is that, bootstrap features, right? Bootstrap features. Just what we need to do now, by taking the package manager is nothing but npm package manager. What we can do it now, this different server library we can install in our application server, right? And what we can do it now, we can use it, right? We can use it now. So same like what is that? So package manager is a software. Package manager is a software tool, right? Software tool used to install and copy libraries, right? Libraries into our project, from external external server now. So now let's first, what is that, let's first install the npm package manager. Which one is there in the node.js now, friends? Okay, which one there in the node.js now? Okay, so now visit what is that, visit which one now, visit which library now? So we need to hit what is that, node.js org. Click on that. What is that? You need to download what is that, LTS 18.121 version is there, right? But what you need to do, we are using what is that, we are using window machine. Then what is that, go on the others, go inside that others is there na? Click on the others. Based on that, if you download what is that, MSI version, download what is that, MSI version. If your window machine is 32-bit, download. If your window machine is 64-bit, download it. If you are user of what is that, Mac OS, then click on that and download it, right? Click on that and download it. If you are window machine user, click on that, download it, right? 64-bit MSI version is installing now. So visit this website now. Visit visit this website and download. And download, what is that? Node.js. Download Node.js, right? Node.js. Okay, fine. Now, after downloading this Node.js, then what we need to do now? We need to install, right? We need to install nothing but what is that? Next, finish only, right? Next, finish only. So go inside that. What is that? Now, this one we downloaded. This one we downloaded. Another thing, let's delete it. Yeah. Now double click, next, accept the terms and the license argument, next, next, and install. Yeah. Now this is installed now, guys. Okay. Just only what is that? After downloading that library, what is that? Next, finish only. Finish only, right? Next, finish, right? Next, what we need to do? After downloading that, we need to test, right? We need to test. We downloaded and we our what is that? npm and node.js is installed or not, right? So we need to test, right? We need to test node. We need to test node.js and what is that? npm, right? It's installed or not. Then what we need to do now? We need to open command prompt. Now I'm opening the command prompt now. cmd. Now here what we need to do now? We need to run some commands, right? So type the following. Type the following command. What are those commands now? So node hyphen version. So what is the current node version now? This is the current node version now, friends. Okay, just copy this one. Now, next step, what we need to do now? We need to check our npm version. So for that, we need to run npm hyphen version v. So our current latest version is what is that? npm is 8.19.90, right? So this is our what? Latest version of what? npm. Now, yeah, this is for what? This command for what is that? For npm version. Now. So this command for what? This command for what is that? Node.js version. Node.js version now. Okay, fine now. So both command we run it, and then what is that? Make sure that what you install Node.js, right? Otherwise these things will not work. Now after then what we need to do now? Then we need to install what is that TypeScript now, friends. Okay, then we need to install. Second step, what we need to do now? Second step, what we need to do now? We need to install. We need to install what is that? Install TypeScript. TypeScript for what is that? For what is that? For TypeScript for your computer. For your computer, right? For your computer. TypeScript for your computer now. Okay, so then what we need to do now? How we can run it the command now, guys? Again, we need to open the command prompt. Now, again, we need to open command prompt, right? So on the command prompts, what we need to run it now? We need to run npm, which is the package manager, install, right? -g means what is that? -g, why we are using? For the global in your system, anywhere we can access our what is that? npm means nothing but TypeScript. I want to access anywhere, means what is that? In any directory, any places, if we run our TypeScript application, it should compile, it should run it, right? So that is the reason we are taking, means what is that? G means global. If we not take, right, if we not take, then specific package, a specific place only our application will run. Okay, our application will run in some specific place only, right? So whatever directory we will give, but we need what is that? To install globally our what? TypeScript. Now then we need to run TypeScript TypeScript at the rate latest version. I want, right? I want what is that? Latest version. I want what is that? Latest version. Hit it. Enter. Make sure your computer should connected with internet. Yeah. Now our what is that? One package and addition to package is 1 minute. Means what is that? Zero vulnerability is, means what is that? Your TypeScript is installed now. We need to run to install what is that? TypeScript. We need to run this command now. Okay, this command now. Okay, so here what is the meaning of G now? What is the meaning of G now? G is nothing but what, friends? G is nothing but what is that? Install TypeScript. Install TypeScript globally, right? Install TypeScript as a globally, right? Globally now. Okay, fine. Now after installing our TypeScript as a globally now, then what is that? How we can verify TypeScript version and TypeScript is installed or not? Then what we need to do now? We need to run again command, right? That is what is the tsc-version. tsc-version. This is what is that? Version of our what? TypeScript now. Okay, this is the version of what? Our TypeScript now. Next step, what we need to do now? We need to verify TypeScript. Verify TypeScript version. Verify TypeScript version. Latest version is what is that? 4.9.4. right? So this is the command, we need to run it. This is the command, we need to run it now. Okay, after doing these things, after completed, if this things is completed, then what we need to do now? We need to install one, what is that? ID. What is that? What we need to do now? We need to run install in our what is that? One ID. Okay, so we will work on the what is that? Code VS, right? Visual Studio Code. We will work in the Visual Studio Code editor, right? So install third step we need to perform what is that? Which operation? Third operation, install install Visual Studio Code. Studio Code, that is nothing but what is that? ID. We need to run, what is that? We need to install in our what machine? One ID, right? What is the ID? What is the ID now, friends? So ID is nothing but what is that? Is integrated development environment, right? Environment. It's provide a platform from where we can build our debug our test and deploy application, test and deploy our application now, guys. Okay, application now. So what is that? Already in my machine, already I installed, guys. Okay, already I installed that Visual Studio Code. So that is this one also, just next finish only. So now open the Chrome. Now Visual Studio Code, VS Code, right? Download VS Code now. Go inside that. This is the site where you can download it for your machine. Now here, if you are the Mac OS or Linux or Ubuntu develop machine user, you can download these things. Or if you are the Windows machine developer, Windows machine user, you can click on that and download it. Just simply by clicking on that, you will get the download setup now here. Once this one is done, now just again next finish only. That's it. Next finish only. So like that, what we need to do now? Like that, what we need to do now? We need to install one code editor now. After installing this code editor, now then we need to understand what is the TypeScript architecture now. So TypeScript architecture now, guys. Okay, TypeScript architecture now. So already in my machine, Visual Studio Code is there. Next, what is that now? Angular. So this is the architecture of what? TypeScript, right? So this is the architecture of what is that? TypeScript now. Okay, so here what is that? We will understand first these things, right? So how these things is working now? How these things is working now? So TypeScript architecture. Architecture now. So first, what is that? First, what we need to understand in this one now, guys. First, what is that? TypeScript is what? Simply what? If the people is saying what is the TypeScript? TypeScript is a like what is that? How our Java is the language, how C is the language, same like TypeScript also language only, right? TypeScript also language only. Like what is that? What is that? So we can say TypeScript language is what is that? And we can say that this is the okay. First let's understand these things, because we are going to understand what is the TypeScript architecture, right? So first we just assume that our Python language is built on the Python only, right? There is no different other language. C is built on the C only, right? Come on. But Java built on the C. Internally, Java programming language is built on the C, but C is built on the C itself only, as well as what is that? If you see that Python programming language also built on the Python only, because those are the talking with what is that? Low level languages, right? Low level is nothing but my machine level languages, like how we can provide the inputs, outputs, how we are getting those things now, guys. Come on, whenever we are clicking on the keyboard, internally something is happening in the machine, right? Because computer is the electronic machine. Without giving the instruction, our computer cannot work. It's working. Come on, friends, please respond it now.
It will not work without instructions.
Without instruction, our computer will not work, right? Without instruction, our computer will not work, right? So same like what is that? So we can say that, so this is the TypeScript is the programming language, and this programming language is built on the top of what is that? In the TypeScript itself only, guys. Okay, TypeScript itself only. Now TypeScript language is completely build with what? Completely build with what is that? TypeScript. Completely build with what is that? TypeScript, right? So now a low level language is what is that? Capable, what is that? Interacting with hardware services directly or not? Come on, friends. Low level language is directly capable with interacting with hardwares, na? Like C is having the capability to directly interact with hardware, but Java isn't having the capability to. By taking the Java help, we cannot develop what is that? Machine level language, or we can develop it? No, na. We can develop web kind of application, but we cannot develop what is that? Machine level language using the Java, friends. Okay, but using the Python, we can develop it. Using the C language, we can develop it. Come on. So that is the interacting with what is that? The interaction with their what? With what? Machines also na in the C and Java. Come on.
Yes.
Yeah. So now a low level language is what is that? Capable of what is that? Interacting with what is that? Interacting with what is that? Hardware services directly. So now every high level language required to what is that? Low level features in the background. Come on, every what is that? High level languages required in the background what is that? Low level features to interacting with what is that? Our machines now, right? Every high level language requires what is that? Requires low level features in what is that? In the background, right? In the background now. So now, okay, so before that, what is that? This is the architecture of what? This is the architecture of what is that? Our what? Our TypeScript now. So how it's working? What are those features? How we will run that? What is the languages and how it's compiling? Each and everything we will learn. We will learn here, guys. Okay, we will learn here. But the thing is presenting these things is first it's need your effort also, guys. Okay, first need your effort. Whenever I'm doing the practical, like 1 or 2 days, 1 or 2 weekend, whatever our discussion will happen, right? It's need to complete the practical after that time only, at the time only, right? Whenever we are whenever I'm taking the session. But the thing is, guys, okay, first what you need to do now, just I will share this one, what I will share this notes, right? So first complete environment setup, guys. Okay, so then next weekend onward, what we will do it now, we will start practical on the TypeScript, guys. Okay, practical on the TypeScript. In that we will learn first what is that loop condition, enum, abstraction, inheritance, polymorphism, encapsulation, right? Object creation, array handling, string handling, each and everything we will learn in the TypeScript, guys. Okay, but the thing is, first you need to complete what is that, this setup. Okay, so that's all for the this weekend now, guys. I'm stopping the session here itself only. Next weekend onward, we will start what is that, practical on the TypeScript, right? So everyone is ready for that now?
Okay.
Yeah, so just
How can you tell it more?
Yes.
okay, so just I'm stopping here itself only, guys. So it's needed, okay, it's needed